This man is going viral on Twitter for what he did to his wife. But in his defense, if your husband or wife did what his wife did to him, you might have done the same thing. You see, this man's name is Tony, and Tony had a relationship problem. Tony suspected that his wife Nicole was cheating with someone that she works with. She works with the marching band that plays at the Baltimore Ravens games. So Tony devised a plan to try to find evidence that Nicole was cheating. He went through her phone. But the messages that he found? Well, I'll let you see them for yourself. Yes, sir. Take me deep down your throat like you kind of like. Some of these you're going to have to pause to read. You wanted to blank me off. I did. I would have blanked on it, but I had to go home. And these messages go on and on. The passion is so hard to forget. I wasn't alone with it. No, I was right there with you. You're so hot. Deep is an understatement. It felt like you were going to rearrange my IUD. So now Tony had all the evidence that he needed. He now knows that his wife Nicole is 100% cheating on him. But seeing these messages and getting the confirmation he wanted that she was cheating wasn't enough. He needed to confront the man that was shifting his wife's IUD. So he had to do a little more digging to figure out who this man was. So upon further review, it was confirmed that it was none other than Pro Football Hall of Fame finalist, former Carolina Panther, former Baltimore Raven, current NFL analyst and podcast host, Steve Smith Sr. So this wasn't a jag. This wasn't just a guy. So Tony calls Steve, and he was like, Steve. And Steve was like, yeah? And Tony said, you're fucking my wife. And Steve just sat there silently. So then Tony said, what do you got to say for yourself? And Steve said, I'm sorry. And Tony said, you're sorry? You fucking knew she was married. You're not an idiot. You're fucking Steve Smith Sr. What kind of dumb shit was that? And Steve just sat there in silence. And Tony said, why are you being quiet, man? Be a fucking man. Steve, all that shit you do on fucking TV, all that shit talking you do to other people, now someone's got you on the fucking phone and you can't even man up? And Steve sat there quietly and hung up the phone. So now Tony is really pissed. So he goes and creates an account on Twitter and starts calling out Steve and tagging all of his sponsors. And these tweets start going mega viral. Some people think Tony was out of line for this. And they're like, bro, just divorce her. And Tony's response to this was, no shit, I'm going to get a divorce. I don't have anything to lose. Meaning that he's not putting these tweets out just to expose his soon-to-be ex, but also to get back at Steve and try to get him to lose some sponsors. So as of today, Tony has taken his account down. Tony and Nicole met on Tinder in 2020. We'll see if they stay together or if this is the end. Steve Smith Sr. has been married to his wife Angie since 2000. They have 4 children together, and Steve hasn't made a comment about the situation. But it sounds like he fucked around, and he's about to find out.